Hola mis amores, welcome back to part 3 of our Sweet 16 series. Today we're going to tackle the third part of our Sweet 16 where I'm going to be teaching you these verbs in the imperfect tense. The first Sweet 16 video on our channel was all about the 16 most high frequency verbs that you can use to help you communicate in the greatest number of contexts, which who doesn't want that? But that first video really focused on the present tense. The second video, part 2 of our Sweet 16, focused on these same 16 verbs, but in the pretérito, el pasado, pretérito, the preterite tense past. Today's video is going to be focusing on the Sweet 16 yet again, but this time in the imperfecto. Okay, remember that the imperfect is also describing actions in the past. You might be looking at me like, okay, preterite, imperfect, oh my gosh, okay, I'm kind of remembering. I also have a video linking the preterite and imperfect together on my channel if you want to watch that, but a quick synopsis. Preterite, which was our last Sweet 16 video, is talking about actions, completed actions in the past, given in a relatively beginning and end time frame. Whereas the imperfect, what today's video will focus on, is talking about describing actions in the past, continuous actions, setting the scene in the past tense. So if you're telling a story, you're saying, I was walking on the street when suddenly, okay, I was walking on the street, the imperfect, and then suddenly lightning struck or something. That would be the preterite action. So today's video is focusing on that imperfect tense, describing actions in the past, continuous, ongoing, habitual actions in el pasado. By the end of today's video, if you've watched part 1 and part 2, you'll be able to communicate probably at an intermediate level if you're really able to get these down. Because if you are an intermediate speaker in a language, it means you're able to narrate things in the past, more or less. Doesn't have to be always correct. Talk about actions in the past and really have control of the present tense. So after today's video, you will have the present, preterite, and imperfect down with these Sweet 16 verbs because they are the foundation to communication in Spanish. Without any further ado, let's jump into the Sweet 16 verbs in their infinitive forms to start, as always. Dar, to give. Decir, to say or to tell. Estar, to be, with locations and feelings. Hacer, to do or to make. Poder, to be able to. Poner, to put. Querer, to want or to love. Saber, to know. Salir, to go out. Ser, to be. Tener, to have. Traer, to bring. Ir, to go. Ver, to see. Oír, to hear. And finally, number 16, venir, to come. Now let's get into how we use these Sweet 16 verbs in el pasado and el imperfecto, the imperfect past tense in Spanish. Again, I'm going to note this again. All of the forms that I'm going to show you with examples are all going to be in the third person. So the he, she, you formal form of the verb. Daba, was giving or used to give. Ana le daba flores a Ana cuando ella era niña. She used to give flowers to Anna when she was younger. Decía, he or she used to tell or was telling me. Mi mamá me decía una historia. My mom used to tell me stories. Or my mom was telling me a story. Estaba, he or she used to be, or he or she was. Mi hermano estaba enojado cuando era niño. My brother was angry when he was younger. Or my brother used to be angry when he was younger. Hacía, used to make or was making. Mi padre hacía la comida. My dad was making the food. Or my dad used to make the food. Podía, could, or was able to. Él no podía hablar. He couldn't speak, or he was not able to speak. Number 6, número 6, ponía, put or used to put. Ella ponía las verduras en la nevera. She used to put the vegetables in the refrigerator. Number 7, quería, wanted or loved, or used to want or used to love. Ella quería ser la novia de Jake. She wanted to be Jake's girlfriend, or she used to want to be Jake's girlfriend. Maybe something happened and now she no longer does. Who knows? Número 8, sabía. Knew or used to know. Siempre sabía la respuesta. Siempre sabía la respuesta. She always knew the answer. As always, we're about halfway through, so let's jump on the Unacademy for a quick lesson. Okay, so match the following. Jalapeños, okay, let's picture jalapeños, nachos, okay, bien. Okay, salsa in Spanish means sauce. Wonderful, okay, salsa. Salsa. Yo como nachos con salsa. I eat nachos with salsa. Okay? Queso, cheese, salsa, nachos. Okay. I eat pasta with cheese. Yo como pasta. Yo como pasta con. Wonderful. I just completed my Unacademy lesson for the day. Let's jump right back into the Sweet 16 in the imperfect tense. Salía. Used to go out or was going out. Mi padre salía de la casa cada sábado. My dad used to leave the house every Saturday. For work, hanging out with friends, whatever that might be. He used to do that action. Número 10. Era. Was. Ella era alta cuando era niña. She was tall when she was younger. Tenía. Had or used to have. Él tenía 3 gatos. He had 3 cats. Or he used to have 3 cats. Traía. Used to bring. Mi mamá traía galletas a la fiesta. My mom used to bring cookies to the party. Número 13. Iba. Used to go. Ella iba a la casa de sus abuelos cuando era niña. She used to go to her grandparents' house when she was younger. 14. Veía. Saw or used to see. Mi perro veía pájaros en las mañanas. My dog used to see birds in the morning. Oía. Used to hear. Mi hermana oía los pájaros cantando. My sister used to hear the birds singing. And finally, number sweet 16, venía. Came or used to come. Mi abuelo siempre venía a nuestra casa. My grandpa always used to come to our house. All right, you guys, we just finished part 3 of our Sweet 16 series. These verbs are the holy grail to communication in Spanish. As I said at the beginning, if you have watched our part 1, Sweet 16 in the present tense, part 2, Sweet 16 in the past preterite tense, and then this video, Sweet 16 in the imperfect tense, and you really get these down and practice these, 1, you're going to be able to communicate in the greatest number of contexts, but also you're going to probably most likely be able to communicate at an intermediate level because these verbs allow you to communicate, like I said, in the greatest number of contexts. And when you're able to use them in the present, past, and imperfect, that definitely makes you an intermediate level speaker. Let me know if you guys want more from this series because I could continue to go on, or if you're like, no, that's enough. Let me know about those in the comment as well. But make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends because this Sweet 16 series has seemed to really help a lot of you guys out. And I'm so happy to be able to do that for you guys. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another Sweet 16 or just any of my other videos. So share it with your friends and join me next time on Everyday Español for more Spanish just like this. Adios.